And we're back. Oh, we didn't have enough space. Don't blink, it's your blink. Komt show. Because we're also having a wonderful day on this gorgeous, and I do mean gorgeous, third September 25. Let's get. I'm excited to continue because the show is so good. Let's get into some Prison Break review if you don't mind. Now, before we continue, I have to do a confession. Most of the recap that we're gonna do, right? The episode is not gonna be right. Because I do so many episodes and I do so many videos that, for example, in one day I'll do like 7 episodes. I'm not sure where I started. I'm not sure where I finished. So what I usually do is I go into my video list, to the last Prison Break, and make some more, and add one. So yeah, sorry about this. Prison Break, season 4, episode 5. Team Spirit. Episode 4 was what? Oh yeah, Eagles and Angel. Yeah. I always am not sure if I put it together. There's Sarah who's running away from Wyatt, but this scene is paling in comparison. We got more of Don and Michael talking. And this is really cool because we got one of the guy. This is possibly my favorite card holder. One of my favorite card holder. Because Don's like, yo, I know this guy. This guy is working with us. And this is why, see, I was complaining about the fact that, okay, I have to admit I was wrong. I was complaining about the fact that he's asking Michael Scofield and his brother to do the job. But then you see it, they actually add someone else higher up of Don, do the dirty work, do the dirty things. So it kind of makes sense in a weird way, but it kind of makes sense, right? So you know what? I will give them props for that. I will say, congratulations. So the next scene is again some great acting. Great acting. It's the wife of Mahone and Mahone. Mahone shows a picture of possible suspects, and he showed the picture, and she started crying. Now this scene is amazing. She goes on his shoulder and whispers to him. She's like, "The reason I marry you is because you're a great guy. You are a great man. I love you. You're a really good person. This is why I marry you. But I know that when you're going after someone, you won't stop until they're done. I want you to go after him." It is just great acting. Look at this. Look at this. Are you kidding me? She's ripping me into his hair, and Mahone is completely destroyed. But the way he look at her, I'm going to show you something. She gives him a gun. The way he looks at her. Look at this. Look. This is so good. The way he looks at her. You know what? I'm going to show you. I'm gonna show you one of my favorite painting. I'm not a big fan of art itself, but there's one of them. What is it? It's a Fallen Angel painting. Fallen Angel painting. There you go. Yeah. So this is one of my favorite painting of all time, and it's perfect. This is what Mahone made me. Mahone reminded me of this. Just a beautiful painting, isn't it? Yeah, so this scene was bomb. We have more of lap speed, baby, lap speed is done. Oh hell yeah. Okay, so how much was that? Lap speed is how much? It's 28k. That's not a lot. That is not a lot. That's not a lot at all. Too much coins. Okay. Can't really do shit. Can't do shit. But in 3 hours we have the next game speed, so it's gonna be doing a lot. Because I have to use coins. I forgot to check. Wait a second. Okay, let's check the coin. What is the next one? Landmine is 400k. Okay, so let's go for the landmine after. Yeah, let's go for the landmine. Oh, I'll do a, I'll do a tire talk. It's gonna be good after that. I'll do this episode. I'll do a tire talk. Then we'll do 3 more episodes, and that's it for today. Because I'll go sleep and then I'll wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Because I have a lot of work today. Tomorrow. Well, today because it's 2 in the morning, but it's tomorrow. So we got more of Wyatt running after Sarah, and it's so cool because Sarah goes into a place where there's a lot of kids, and Wyatt doesn't show. So it's possible. It's possible that there is a it's possible that there is some sort of fear in him to get caught, you know. And if there is, that would be great. I'm gonna say every single card so far has been good. So for example, this one, I like the ID behind it, but I don't like the how they get it. The next one, my favorite way to get. Oh no, never mind. When you think about it, most of them were super cool. Like the eagle and angel was really nice. The horse face is really nice, you know. So yeah, Teabag is getting questioned again for how he got there, blah 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 blah. This is insane because Teabag is constantly being questioned. It's always by the same guy. So this, why is it important? Why is it important? Look, this is important because it gives a sense of time. Okay, let's put it like that, right? So this guy doesn't believe that Teabag is a salesman extraordinaire, right? So by not believing that Teabag is a salesman extraordinaire, this is kind of important. Why? Because Teabag has to prove himself. So if he doesn't prove himself, then he doesn't have it on time, and his whole switcheroo, if you will be gone because he won't be able to he won't be able to walk the walk. He's talking the talk, but he doesn't walk the walk, which is kind of a problem, right? So here's the situation. If he does, he does. So this is why he has to find out Scylla. And plus, in this moment right now, Teabag, even though he hasn't done anything, is the closest to Scylla. See, this is the thing, right? Later on, much later on, that Scylla's a machine. And to work the machine, you need the 6 cards, right? So Teabag will get the machine, but he doesn't have the card. The boys have the card, but they don't have the machine. Understood? Understood. So, because he's talking, Teabag does an accident, and he actually drops some water in the book, which reveals some secret ink. Why is that important? This is very, very, very important because Teabag didn't have a clue of what to do. But now this is good. Here's the problem. Here is the problem with this. It's a great idea. But how hard it was. You're gonna tell me that wrestler spent I don't know how long in a sewer. Mind you, in a sewer with water. And then with the book? Please. Yeah. So this is really cool. Mahone asked about Sarah, and he's worried about Sarah. Now, here's a couple of reasons as to why. Wyatt knows that they're coming after him, first of all. Second of all, there's a great part. It's a really, really good thing. Mahone is a junkie. Sarah is an ex-junkie. And this sort of sense, they have pimple on the chest. Disgusting, but popping it. And in this sense, they have so much in common that they don't have. No, they do. But you always have a choice in life, but they don't have a choice but to work together. And this is somewhat that is something super cool, in my opinion. Of course, you can think whatever you want, but I think it's cool. Now, whose video is this? So we got Don Self, who is trying to get it, right? And this is super, super cool because all of this meaning is pointless. You can say, oh, you talk to my secretary, talk to my secretary. Although it's pointless, it serves a purpose. There's a moment where he opened the safe, right? And this is why Prison Break, and I'm going to say that again and again, is so good. It's so good. I'm cringe, but I love that. When he opened the safe, the card registered, right? Now, if you were looking at the safe, you kind of saw so how you print money, there's plaques. There's plaques to print money, right? There's a plaque there. for counterfeit money, by the way. So yeah, kind of important. Mahone is talking to Sarah, and this is really cool because it's two junkie talking up to each other. You see, this is what I love about the show. When I say junkie, I don't mean this disrespectfully, of course, right? But this is what I love. So, for example, with Sarah and Mahone, Mahone's in a bad position. He misses his son so much, right? And Sarah, is she in a better position? Not really. She's not in bed. 41 minutes, okay? Okay. I'm running a little bit low on storage, but that's fine, I guess. We did upload a lot, so we're good. So yeah, so with Sarah, although she is in a bad position, it's still something that is good. Why? There's a couple of reasons as to why it's good. The first reason as to why it's good is because she's in a better position than Mahone, but not by much. So these two will help each other, right? Now, this is what I also love about the show. There's a group of people, right? Lincoln and Michael are together. Lincoln, Mahone have a kind of relationship. No, I'm so sorry. Lincoln and Sarah, Michael and Sarah have a relationship. Mahone and Sarah are super close. Mahone and Lincoln, super close. Two junkie, two parents, right? Michael, brother, and girlfriend. Sucre also have a relationship. Sucre and Bellic are super close. So it's nice to see those people that have a bond. It's nice to see those people are doing together, you know? This is why I'm not going to be watching season 5, because season 5 again was a money grab. But these people have been through shit together. Because they've been through shit together, this is way better. Again, we got the this is super cool. I made a mistake. This is where he puts the poop in the torture room, and it's really tough because Wyatt is. See, Gretchen was horrible, but Wyatt is even the worst, right? So now the plan is okay. So how are you gonna do it? How are you gonna do it? The safe is insane. So what the guy does is they go back, right? Now here's another important part. It's super tough. Why is it super tough? They don't know what to do, right? And some people, which is Sucre, said, "Hey, why are we running after cards? We have literally Teabag in there, right? And he knows how to. He has a book that can help us break. If we get the book, we can just work on the book, and then we forgot Scylla." So they saw that the Teabag was close. So they're looking at places. So they go to Teabag's office, and Brandon Sucre goes in, and they show the picture of Theodore. Now, here's the interesting thing, right? The girl, the secretary, the hot one, the really hot one, the incredibly hot one, was wearing the same dress, by the way. So I think it's the same day, I guess. Goes in, they show a picture of Teabag, and it's like, "Oh, I don't know you." Now they offered a reward for that, right? So she goes to Teabag and said, "Hey, they offered me this much. I bet you can offer me more," which is somewhat super funny. The guys are disguising themselves as cleaner, janitor, which is why they stole the magnet, which was super important. What they're gonna do is they're gonna go behind, and they're gonna open up the safe, right? And you're gonna go behind the safe, and I'm gonna go be the card, not going in, but backward. So as long as the safe is closed, you don't have worry. What if the safe was open on the other side? Which is kind of insane, right? She goes in, and Teabag is, first of all, he's super good. And he literally tells her, and this is gonna be such an important scene. He literally tells her, "Hey, you find yourself a leprechaun." It's like, "Oh, I want money. It's like, "Well, you find yourself a leprechaun, but if you're too greedy, the leprechaun will rain his fury upon you." Or some shit like that. Like, oh, okay. Shit. Only means business. You know? So, pretty cool scene. If you ask me, if you ask anybody else, lame. But for moi, for this little guy, pretty cool. This is kind of interesting because there's this girl, right? And she is the secretary of the guy. So when she sees Don Self, she's super chill, right? And when she sees somebody else, not chill at all. Now Don Self, what he does is he puts balsamic oil on the carpet, which means that he has to clean it. So they clean it, and it's super hard. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a really good scene here, right? Of him giving the information about the killer. And he's trying to warn Mahone. It's like, yo, nature versus nurture is bullshit, right? It's hardwire. You're a lawman. He's a killer. But he didn't always want to be a killer. And the guy in Mahone's like, fuck you. Which is tough because when you listen to the speech, it actually makes sense. Then they're talking about how dirty it is. They're making a lot of noise. So when the guys are using the machine to take away the safe, it's super important. However, we have a problem. What is the problem? The guy's in charge of. It's been too long since I watched this shit. I don't remember. Why aren't you uploading? Something is going on. I don't know. Yeah, she's hot. You saw the girl I'm talking to? Ooh, bitty. Smoking. Smoking. There you go. Sorry, just did a lot of work today, so I'm a bit tired. Yeah. So now they're realizing that everybody, two of the people that they talk to, are going to Laos. They're going to Asia. So this is the same thing as Teabag. It's a case of you have to hurry. The guy who's in charge of the keys are going, and he says, "We have a meeting." So this guy is more intelligent than the others. And he's aware of everything. So, okay. The way it works is the general, which is the old man, the guy in charge, has all of the information. You know how Scylla is divided into six cards? Well, this guy has all the knowledge, right? And he doesn't share it with everybody else, right? So he knows everything that's going on. He knows when people have problems, he doesn't tell the others. So you don't worry. This was kind of cool. Mahone goes in, and this is an amazing scene, right? He goes in with Sarah Tancredi, and he asks for help. It's like, oh, not again. I'm not gonna help you, right? And it's like, no, I'm trying to help her. I'm really, really, really trying to help her, right? She had a broken jaw. We had to save her. And there you go. So there's a really cool scene where Wyatt goes into an hotel. If somebody coming looking for me, call me, right? And this is really good because it happens. And who is looking for him? Mahone. So when Mahone comes in looking for him, the guy knows that Mahone came in, which will give him a reason to go after Mahone. It's not about who goes after me, it's why. So they go into they do, and this is the cool thing because they overhear everything. They overhear the discussion, they overhear the president, and it's super important. So now Mahone goes in. The guy calls him, say, "Hey, somebody started looking for you," and Mahone's like, "Drop the freaking gun, drop the freaking phone," right? And then he takes the number, which means that him and Wyatt can now talk together, which is insane. I want you guys to look at inside the safe. Where is it? I don't remember. So then he said, "I want to see your card," right? And it's not because if you see the card, then you're gonna see that there's a hole in the safe. And he's like, "Okay, well, things are going on, and this is going really, really badly." However, they get the card. They actually get the card. Sarah is worried because Sarah is looking at the grand scheme of things. She sees that there's a lot of death in a country. They're going to Asia, which is where there's a lot of death. Something is going on, and those people are all like big people, and their field, right? So this is kind of insane. Now we have Zing. Zing was the guy who saw last episode. He's after Scylla, right? And Westo was supposed to sell it to him. So he goes in and he tells Teabag, "Listen, I'll kill you. We were supposed to give it to me. If you give it tomorrow, I'll give you 50%. If you give me 2 days, in 2 days, I'll give you 25%. If you give me in 3 days, I kill you." So this is kind of nuts. Gretchen, who had a wooden chair, is able to take a nail from the chair. She kills the guard and she runs away. which means that she's okay. This is important. Yeah, so now they know that the guy in charge is the general. So they know that he's the guy behind it, right? We don't know much about him, so it's kind of meaningless. Season 4, episode 6. All for One, which is my favorite episode. Sarah, or can I call her? Okay, so my issue is I really want to call her Lori Grimes, but you guys do like Prison Break. I think that you guys like Prison Break more than Walking Dead. So I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna be losing. We're gonna be missing storage. Worst case, I'll delete TikTok. If they'll give me some search, because after that I have to. The girl I'm talking to, she sent me a picture, and it's a. But it's a notification. You can see the picture notification. I didn't think about it, so now I got a 3 hours and a half recording of the tower. And if I post it on YouTube, which is the goal, you can't because they'll tell you, oh, there's nudity in there. So, okay, so we got everybody who's at the horse track, and it's one of my favorite episodes. This is the coolest. First thing is Bellic making commotion, and Bellic is like, oh wow, that's not what I asked. There's some mistake. By doing this, what he's doing is everybody else has free reign. Now this is really cool because you kind of believe Bellic to be kind of the asshole, right? You know, be good. We're gonna make this episode, and we'll do another one. Do you know why this could be good? Oh my god, this is perfect. Because I finished yesterday at episode 7. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. So yeah, so Bellic makes some trouble. It's the police, and they're like, "Hey, there's a mistake here." So now what happened is we know who the main guy, which is the guy, the card holder, who's betting at the horse for who he voted, for who he bet, right? So what they're gonna do is they're gonna have his horse leave. His horse gate blocked. Now, what is that? Why is that important? It's not. The reason why this is important is because he's gonna complain to the office. He's gonna leave the device in the office, and that is pretty freaking smart. So they know that he's voting for number 8. So by blocking number 8, what he's gonna do is he's gonna complain. He's gonna go to the office. Go to the office. He's gonna get the card with him, which he's holding, because and this is important. Last episode, what did the general say? I want every card holder to carry their cards at all time. I think this applies. I'm not sure, but I think it's applying. Yeah, there you go. So he's telling, Sarah is trying to make a scene that doesn't really work. However, Mahone goes in, trying to get a scene because she's trying to get a machine from the office. Mahone goes in and he's successful. However, meanwhile, he's hitting a police officer because he said he was alone. Mahone could have taken out one police officer, but he couldn't take out 3 police officers. Why am I thinking about 3 police officers? Because this is what happened. So yeah, so Gretchen goes back. She has a sister. And she goes to see his sister and say, hey, this is really important. The guy, Alex Bromer, which is the guy who doesn't believe that Teabag is Cole Pfeiffer, the guy who's right, tells him that there's a couple inconsistencies. Said, I don't care about the story of my Teabag said, I don't care about the story of my clients. I care about them being satisfied, and I care about them being happy. The rest, all, I don't care. Which I thought was a cool speech, if I'm being honest. Mahone goes to jail, and he's trying to get a fear sweet talk his way out, but it doesn't work. Scythe is in trouble. There's an IT guy who gets his computer. Trying to get his computer bought is a very hard thing to do, because the tech guy from the team took care of it. And we know that the IT guy that came to Don's self computer was Diamond. He wasn't Diamond, but he was Diamond. No, it was Diamond. Okay. So yes, this is a really good scene. Um, Gretchen comes in. She talks to her sister and what's going on, and she laid some money and a gun in a howl. So as a failsafe, what she does is she breaks the failsafe. She has a money and gun. Now we realize that her sister has a daughter. We realize it's Gretchen's daughter. That she's a mom, right? So if you were caring about her being more human, this is what you get. So yeah, you got Saif, who is able to do something, and he's really, really going in on the cops, which means that he has a higher up, and he goes to Mahone. However, there's a big problem. This is a heartbreaking scene. Mahone's in jail, and he says, "Listen, I'm not going to be able to free you, but I'm able to get the machine. I'm able to get the car that you got," which is really, really, really important. So, what is happening is, it's like you have to stay here, but Mahone get arrested for getting the machine, and Dodsafe is able to get the machine, but he's not able to free Mahone, which is, sucks. I like Mahone a lot. I like Mahone a lot. To me, he feels like a character that makes sense. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Probably don't. So, Wyatt goes to Saif and said, "Hey, why are you looking for the general?" It's like, "I don't know, but stop. Stop going after him." And that's something I'm gonna do what I want to do. You don't scare me. In a more political way, but still. So then, good. Michael tells. This is so fucking good. Michael tell Don, "I want us to get back Mahone. Mahone is a big part of this mission, and we need him." And Saif is like, "No, you made his choice. You made your choice. You made his." And next scene, which is super meaningful, the next scene is what? The next scene is Michael. The guy goes in. You know what? That's insane. Oh my god. I watched until season. Okay, that's just insane. I watched you. Okay, so from episode 10, I watched season 4, episode 11, and I stopped. So after this episode, after season 11, which is in 5 episodes, I have never watched it. So this is good. I'm gonna die. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not gonna die. Fuck you. Sorry, getting a bit excited about the tower. My apologies. So the next scene, the cop says, "Hey, we saw you with Michael." They don't say Michael, but if you give us information about that guy, we'll take away from your sentence. And Mahone doesn't show them out. Now, the people are super excited. This is a really good scene. The people are super pissed. The team is super pissed because Mahone was one of us. And then there's two clans. The clan that says, "Yeah, but the mission is more important." And people like, no, Mahone was one of us, T-Bag is able to guess that the scene is here. It's in the storage, right? And he knows the exact location of it. So this is kind of really good. Sarah and Michael goes in. It's kind of cool because Sarah was close to Mahone. This is nuts. This is really nuts. Because Wyatt goes in and he doesn't know the name used by Mahone because he knows him under Mahone. What he does is you see the invited list and you see that there's a Dun Self, which he just met. If we didn't know that Dun Self, if he didn't meet Dun Self this episode, I'm not sure if we can prove that he knew Dun Self. But now we just prove it, which is it's really important. It's really important. So I did like this. And Mahone see Wyatt and he's afraid. Mahone calls Michael and said, "Listen, Wyatt found me. I'm dead. There's no way out. I am done here. Do me a favor. Whatever you do, please kill him. Please kill Wyatt for me." And Michael's like, "Yeah, I'll do it for you." Chances are he won't do it. So the sister of Gretchen is like, "Who are you?" And Gretchen's like, "Whatever I do it because I love you." And she leaves. And then she talks this to the girl, to our daughter, and it's really sweet. There's a really sad thing where we learn that Dawn's wife is dead, So his daughter because she was pregnant, which is kind of shitty. Now see the guy, they're going in. This is the tribunal, right? and there's a couple people being charged, and one of them is whom? One of them is Mahone. So in the scene, there's a couple people. Wyatt comes in, and I was like, "Oh, he's gonna kill me here. He's gonna kill me here." And then there's another person. There's Sarah. And then there's Sucre. And like, okay, well, they got my back. And Sarah literally acts a lawyer. So this is kind of cool. This is really cool. Andrew Bauer is asking more and more questions about Teabag, and this time it's bad because he's like, "Yo, I look at your cell record; they don't match up. So either you come to my office or I call the cops." So he has to hurry to find the reality. But what he does is he run away, which is also super cool. Gretchen is looking for the belonging of Wessler because she's going after Scylla. You know, Wessler was possibly their closest person. Gretchen doesn't know how close Michael is, doesn't know how close Lincoln is. She doesn't know that they're on the case. She knew Wessler was on the case, so that's pretty much it. So she gets his effect, and then she gets his address, which is why she'll see Teabag. So what they do is they close the light, the crew close the lights, and they get Mahone in the car, which is phenomenal because Wyatt follows, and Wyatt gets a gun. However, there's a lot of cuffs and he's able to shoot. There's a lot of cuffs. He was super close to shooting Mahone, but doesn't. He takes his finger, does like that. I would have killed you. So this is actually a pretty good scene. 4,500 scatter enemy. I'm doing missions in one day, not even. Sarah gives the prince to Mahone, but Mahone, the final scene here is kind of important. Mahone was able to get the number of Wyatt through the guy at the clerk. So basically, what happened is kind of really important. Really, really, really important. So I'm gonna have to stop here. Yeah, stop here. Oh, battery's dead. Battery's low. Finish this episode and that's it, guys. I was gonna do another episode, but I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna have enough batteries or storage. We'll do more tomorrow. That's okay. So yeah. So Don Self went to the no Mahone went to find Wyatt, and then he got the number. So he got the number and say, "Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm gonna kill you." So this is super super important because he made contact with Wyatt, which he hadn't done before. First of all, second of all, he puts the phone number in the garbage, which the tech guy picks up. The tech guy pick up the phone number, which is important because when he betrays them, he has a number of Wyatt. And that is pretty much the episode. However, we're gonna go. I'm gonna leave you guys here. I love you guys so much. Take it easy. Peace. Okay, so you need to charge your phones, right? No problem. Mon ami Pierrot. Prête-moi ta plume pour écrire un mot. Marchand. Morte. Poetry. Max Pace, baby. Broken, can you feel my heart? Do, 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 do. No, no, no.
We meet at last. Who's this guy? You're from the Oslot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a crew soldier doing here?
Kind of down to film more, to be honest.
When I was little, living here, there was this man. Tills it.
Hey, salut gang! Faut-tu qu'on se donne des mal de tête? Je dirais que 50% du temps, c'est au niveau du...
Il reste 25 minutes. Il reste 20...
Déclic, je le fais.
Ben, fais-les, t'as pas besoin de personne pour le faire.
S'il y a des gens qui veulent contribuer,
Ben, ils peuvent contribuer, ben oui, ils peuvent contribuer. Mais s'ils veulent vraiment...
C'est une bonne cause, mais
faire
pour.
ça seul, eux autres, avec, on donne tout. On donne tout...
OK, mais si on pas envie de se déplacer puis qu'ils veulent... Je comprends pas, c'est quoi tu me dis, là?
Ben, qu'ils se déplacent pas. Tu peux donner à n'importe quel organisme à Montréal sans te déplacer, là, mais... C'est handicapé.
Yeah, animation to go because it's gonna grow in a lot of ways, but then also evolve in a lot of ways too, which sucks.
Pixel All-Star Brawl. Pixel All-Star Brawl. Pixel.
Vous allez bien? En plus, tu m'as envoyé un parfum.
J'ai honte de l'assumer, mais j'ai déjà payé des Uber pour des gars, genre. Tu sais, parce que le gars, il avait pas de travail, il avait pas d'auto, il avait pas de permis. Dans le fond, c'était genre un SDF. J'ai honte de l'assumer, mais j'ai déjà payé des Uber pour des... Et voilà, qu'est-ce que ça fait quand t'invites tes amis chez nous? Bon, tu vas travailler pour moi, et je vais te payer en... En quoi tu veux que je te paye? En faux en amitié. Oui, je vais t'en donner de l'amour. Ah non, mais écoute, on regarde. D'amitié. Il y a des cheveux. Mais ouais, on a brûlé, là.
Is it an addiction? Is it an addiction? No, I don't think it's an addiction. I think it does. Join Digimon Adventure.
Good for her, bro. She's a good person too. Ah, ain't you play too much, dude? Okay. Can you feel my heart? Do, do, do. hanging on my knees. Can you fix my plastered soul? Can you wait for me? I'm sorry, brother. I'm so sorry, lover. Forgive me, father. I love you, mother. Don't blink if you're buying. Welcome to your show, because you know I'm having a wonderful day on this glorious 3rd September 2025. Last day to watch Prison Break on Netflix Canada. Wanted to show you some of the sky because it's gorgeous. You can see the stars, can't you? It's really nice. It's really nice. Don't blink as you blink. Welcome to the show, because the day is doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this amazing 3rd September 2025. Today is the last day to do to watch Prison Break on Netflix Canada. As you can see, it's very nice outside. It's beautiful. You can see the stars, which we don't see often. Look at this. Can you see them? Nice, huh? Yeah, so I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna try to sleep a little bit. Even though I'm not tired and I shouldn't try to sleep, but you know, the heart wants what the heart wants. The heart wants nothing more than to be a heart. Did that make sense? No? Cool. I wasn't trying to make sense. Stop thinking that you always have to make sense. Start thinking what you want to think, and then it'll make sense. Can you fix the broken while I'm hanging on my knees? I'm sorry, brother. So sorry, mother. Forgive me, father. I love you, mother. Can you feel the silence? Don't blink if you're buying. Welcome to the show. Hope today's doing well. After having a wonderful day on this gorgeous 3rd September 2025, just had to shift myself because I wanted to get more light for you guys, of course. Lighting is important, apparently. This is another Heart Talk, and this is the first negative Heart Talk of the Resistance. Yeah, didn't think about it. So, as you guys know, today is Wednesday, which means there's a tournament, but also there's a new event that started 2 days ago. Here's the problem, okay? Here's the problem. This event started, and what was the biggest problem? Well, there's no 400 workshop mission, 400 upgrade on a workshop, right? As you guys can know, it can get pretty expensive pretty fast. Currently, right now, we have 300k for the coins, right? So like, okay, well, I can't buy anything, because then what if there's a mission that comes up and I don't have enough coins? So the plan right now, until we get that mission, so see, right now I don't care, because by the time this event ends, I'll be playing the game for 2 weeks. In 2 weeks I can get a lot of things. Like, for example, today we're gonna do my tournament, and I'm gonna be able to get possibly my second, no. But at the end of the week I'll be able to get my second ultimate weapon. So yeah. It is super important. So the goal here is to buy as much upgrade. We just bought rapid shot, we just bought bounce shot, right? We get we have a super critical left, which is super important, but it's 100 million. We have a package chance, which is 1.5 million. Next on the list, we have what? We have a lot. We have the landmain upgrade, which is 400k. We have the wall update, and no. We have the Death Defy and then the wall. The wall I'm excited for, but yeah, I'm gonna have to do it the whole time. Now, here's what's cool about it. Here's what's really cool about the playthrough. There's some hope in all of that despair. What is the hope? The hope is that the playthrough in itself right now is not fucked at all. It's actually going pretty well. We're doing 750 for the runs, the number of wave. Why is that important? Because if I can get my free upgrade to be up, it doesn't matter how much we're doing. And plus we're doing so much cash and coins, it doesn't matter. So what I'll do is I'll upgrade and upgrade and upgrade and upgrade everything through cash. For example, let's say orb speed level maximum is 38. I can do it with the cash of the waves, right? Shockwave 5, I can do it from the cash from the wave. Most of these are super cheap, right? So I'm still gonna get something. It's not gonna be permanent because that's the workshop, but that's it. Now, I know what you're saying. Ink, if you do that, you're not gonna get some improvement, and if you do, you're not gonna get the improvement that you want. You're right, absolutely right. However, there is something. We can focus on the coin on the labs. For example, game speed. For example, lab speed. Now, tonight, if I finish in first position, which is gonna be the case, last position we played for three days, and I got to rank 9, so I'm gonna get rank 1 first. It's gonna be 100 diamonds, which we're gonna get today. So we'll be able to buy the third slot for labs, which I'm gonna be able to do a lot more labs. It's gonna be more expensive, but literally 3 days ago we had a problem where we weren't making enough cash to keep up with the labs. Now we're having too much and I don't know what to do with it. So yeah, good problem to have. Anyway, this is the story for tomorrow because now we're going to sleep. Good night. Okay, perfect. So now, sleep time. Let's sleep a little bit. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. No silence. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to sleep like 2 hours, maybe 3. If I can. If I cannot, fuck it. Sleep time. Sleep time, people. Love you all. Good night, shield. With the lowest batteries.